So I've been gone all day in New Braunfels to visit my uncle, but I got back just in time to look for my dog. Where's my dog? Cash, come here. And try to catch a fish. Hey, Cash. Anybody see my dog anywhere? Let's see if I can't go find him. Cash. I hear him. Get over here. Come on. You think you can just run around by yourself? You're not big enough. Okay, there went my bobber. Oh, I didn't get him. Why am I missing fish? I am not a very good fisherman. Let's see if we caught him. Look at that big old bass we got. Nope, that's a little perch. Just a little perch. Just a little perch on the Llano River. Pretty good stuff. There you go, buddy. All right, guys. Just saying goodbye to the Llano River in Llano State Park. It's a great place. If you ever have a chance to come down here, I don't know if I'd want to come in the summertime when it's really crowded, but right now, it's perfect. You can see no one's here. They do say it will get crowded this weekend, but Cash and I are off to Junction, and let's see where we go from here. All right, I'm standing in this field. You're probably wondering why. Doug, why are you standing in this field? Well, I'm in Junction, Texas. And this field is the infamous field that in 1954, Bear Bryant brought 100 of his football players to practice. Texas A&M owned this property, 416 acres, from 1951 to 1971. And it was used kind of for the Army training for Texas A&M. But anyway, 1954, Bear Bryant, first year at Texas A&M, coaching football, brought 100 players for a 2.5-hour drive to Junction, Texas. They were in a severe drought. This field does not have much grass in it, but there's absolutely no grass here for him. And he beat those players up. He worked those guys so hard. So it took 2 buses for him to get out here. Players snuck out in the middle of the night, went home, called mom, got away to get home. And by the end of the 12 days here, they got here on September 1st. So September 13th, they only had 35 players that made it through Bear Bryant's hell. And that year, A&M only won 1 game. And never again did they come to Junction to practice. It was a crazy story, great story. Our family's really good friends with Gene Stallings. And so it has a special place. You know, Gene was a player under Bear Bryant at A&M out here. And Gene never said a bad thing about it. He always said it wasn't as bad as everyone else said. But it was pretty brutal. Out of 100, only 35 players stuck with it. I'm going to drive you through the barracks and let you see where they had to sleep in miserable weather. But this is on a bucket list of me to come. Texas Tech bought this in 1971, so now it's a Texas Tech facility, training facility, and they have all kinds of classes. Anyway, let's go look at the barracks. These are the barracks the players stayed in. No air conditioning, nothing. So after practicing all day in the heat, some of them would go swim in the Llano River, but yeah, that's where they stayed. All right, guys, we made it to Junction, Texas, and I gotta tell you, Junction is a pretty cool little place. I think I got some footage of some things I did today, but I'm having a little technical difficulty with my GoPro, so we'll see. There's no phone connection out here, but anyway, I'm all set up. It's a little different. We got a few more people here than we did in Llano State Park, but this is pretty amazing. We're about to go fishing down on the river, and we'll let you know how it goes. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we're on the Llano River, and it's pretty dry. I don't know what's going on. No rain. I know what's going on. That's a silly thing to say. But we're here. They say there's fish in here, but I don't believe them. You might try someplace else, but we found the river. Okay, I am preparing watermelon for my Devil's River trip tomorrow. Do you know where Devil's River is? It's down by Del Rio. Have you ever wanted to go? I've always wanted to go, and I'm going just for a day trip tomorrow, Friday. And it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna take plenty of water and watermelon and take a sandwich, and hopefully everything will be all right. I didn't know I was such a good watermelon cutter, did you? I am dang good at it. All right. Today we didn't catch any fish because my first cast out, I threw it into a tree and broke the hook, and I didn't bring any other hooks. So that was a waste, but I got to see some of the state park. Lots of deer out here, holy cow, and lots of armadillos. Cash was wanting to get the armadillos. Of course he was swimming too. So I'm going to be done for tonight, and we are going to, my goal is to try to leave here about 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. If you know me, that might be 8 o'clock. But yeah, we're going to try to get to the Devil's River at a decent time so that it's not too hot. Wish me luck. I'll talk to y'all in the morning. Bye. Don't catch. Good morning, good morning, good morning from Junction State Park. I gotta tell you, I'm a little disappointed in myself today. Today is Friday, and I was supposed to go to Devil's River. I've been looking forward to it probably the whole trip, but I'm exhausted today. I set my alarm this morning and got up at 6. I just wanted to sleep. And then when I did wake up, I didn't want to drive 3 hours there and 3 hours back. 6 hours in one day. And you say that's no big deal, but everywhere you go down here, is an hour and a half, 2 hours away. So I have been doing a lot of wheel time, and I just want to relax and enjoy the place. So what that means is I'm just gonna have to come back. I have to come back down here and go to the Devil's River and maybe do it right and kayak it, like so many people have done and talked about. But I'm definitely going to see it. I've got to go into town and work a little bit. I've had a house on the market for 2 months. Very few showings. It's a great house. Just the market has changed. If you want to get an offer on a house that you've got listed, go out of town. I've got multiple offers. I've got to deal with that this morning. So, which is a good problem to have. Anyway, I'm going to do that, and then I think I'm going to go into Mason, and you'll see what's going on in Mason when I get there. We're probably going to go, apparently there's a bird watching area right down this trail. I might become a bird watcher. You never know. Well, Mason is a cute little town. They are doing some construction at the courthouse, but they've got shops all the way around, and it is a cute downtown. I am standing in front of their first jail. This was built in 1894. The sheriff lived here on the first floor, and then the jail cells were on the second floor. But I think it's a cool building. Let me back up a little bit. Let you see it. I thought that was pretty cool. Yep, the first jail, Mason. Okay, Cash and I driving around this morning and pulled over to take a little break, stretch my legs a little bit, but I wanted to tell you a story about my childhood. I was probably 10, 12 years old, somewhere in there, and my grandparents had a farm, and they had an old dog, and back then in the 70s, wild pigs, you could clip their ears, and that showed the mark of whoever owned it. And ours was a 2-clip, and that meant that those were our pigs running around. Anyway, their dog was an amazing hunting dog, and I remember this one time we were, just the two of us were going, and there was a little rock formation on the hill, and we could run the pigs up in it, and then I would stand on a limb or sit on a limb, and I'd rope the little pigs and pull them up and clip their ears. Well, I picked this pig and it was too big, and I'm trying to pull this pig up. Here I was maybe 75 pounds, and that limb broke, and I dropped right in the middle of all those pigs. And next thing I know, that old dog just came in, and it went after those pigs to keep them from me. Got me one on the leg. But anyway, the pigs finally got out, and I found that dog, and it had been chewed up by those pigs. And if you've ever seen what a pig can do, it can do some damage. But I'll never forget that time, and be grateful for that dog. Wow, hadn't thought about that in a long time ago. Anyway, we're gonna stretch our legs, and let's see where we're next. Okay, I know some of you are thinking about that story I just told and saying, sounds familiar. You're right, it's a familiar story. It's not my story, but it was from my favorite book, maybe ever. close with where the red fern grows. Fred Gibson wrote that book, Old Yeller. And I am in Mason, Texas, where Fred Gibson is born, and he wrote Old Yeller. And I'm at the library, and here's a monument for Travis and Old Yeller. And what's cool is the end of the month, they've got an Old Yeller Day, where they're gonna, read the book and do some fun stuff. Apparently Fred Gibson wrote a lot of books that I didn't know, but Old Yeller's the one that everybody knows. He wrote that in 1956, and then Disney made a movie out of it, and it was in 1957, and it was one of the top movies Disney produced. And then the other book I read that Fred Gibson wrote, was Savage Sam. And if you're familiar with the Old Yeller books, and they go together. Anyway, I wanted to come to Mason, Texas, and it has been a blast. It's a cute little town, and I'm glad that I've got to see the statue. So let me also, I've always had a dog that went places with me everywhere. In high school, I had a dog named Blazer. I always wanted a Chevrolet Blazer. My mom wouldn't buy me one, so I named my dog that. He went everywhere with me. Then I had a Captain Jack, who was a kind of a blue heeler dog that went everywhere with me. Then now, of course, everybody knows Cash, because I am crazy about my dog Cash, and we go everywhere. My friends have just accepted, if you invite Doug, he's probably not going to bring a girlfriend, but he's definitely going to bring his dog Cash. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this little stop and get to see the statue of Travis and Old Yeller. The book meant a lot to a lot of people. All right, we're heading back to Junction, to the campground, and I'll cook a steak tonight. Enjoy today. Cash can spot an armadillo from any place. Slowly, let's go. No. He's a great armadillo hunter. Buck Lake. See if there's any fish in there, but let's go up this trail and see what's on the other side of this embankment. The problem is you can't get very close to the shore to fish. Everything's so grown up. God, I'm a high maintenance fisherman. I want it easy. I don't want to have to work for anything. What do you think this is? It's nothing. It's just a trail. So it looks like we're gonna fish in Buck Lake. Cash found his spot. Hey, buddy. That feel good? Well, let's go. Let's go. Okay. I think this is gonna be our spot. Mainly because there's a bench. We like benches. Well, we are doing the walk of shame. I didn't catch a fish. Not a fish. But we're having fun. We're walking through the woods. Nobody's out here. Life is good. Next, steak time. Okay, got everything set up. I'm editing a video of the day or 2 days ago. I'm also drinking 1877. You know how much I like crazy water for mineral wells. Well, they've got 1877 and it's carbonated, so it's kind of like your Topo Chico. So good. You get it at HEB in Dallas, that's where I know. I've got my Blackstone fired up. I've got a steak with Dano seasoning on it. Dano seasoning. I got a pot boiling there so I can do dishes. And let's see this onion. It's been in the ice box for a while. Then my big blade. I'm just gonna grill some of these onions just to cut my fingers off is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I don't know if y'all saw me cutting that or not, but I did a decent job. I didn't cut my fingers off, so that's all that matters. So yeah, I'm gonna cook steak, and I think I'm done for tonight. We got Cash. He's already had dinner. Cash, did you have dinner? You just sleeping out here in the woods? And then you can see my American flag hanging in the distance. But yeah, it's been a great day. And that's the end of this video. I don't know what y'all are looking at. This is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun today. But we've got tomorrow as our last full day, and we'll see what we do then. Thanks for watching. Oh wait, before you hang up, don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. I always forget to ask that. Please like my video, make a comment, I'll respond, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys.